Coyote Culture is presented by the Cheyenne River Predator Hunters and TS Customs, precision firearms built for success. This segment of Coyote Culture is brought to you by Brotherhood Arms, guns, bows, and bullets.
Oren hadn't been to this spot. This is the first time that I'd taken Oren there, and I'd been here 3 times maybe before this with different people and called it, and always had coyotes there. Always had coyotes there. So and it's a pretty good trek up to the top of this butte, and you get up around it, and yeah, we spooked one out coming in there, and we never shot at that coyote. We let that coyote move and come out of there.
And it was a windy day, so that's another reason why we decided to go ahead and stay there and make a set, because even though we'd busted a coyote out of there, we thought, you know what, really, I mean, outside of stumbling right on top of this coyote and scaring him out, really nothing else could really hear us coming in, because it was pretty windy. So
I don't know, it was probably 6-7 minutes into it maybe.
Yep. And all of a sudden Dakota spots this coyote right down below us and get the camera on it. I had a little bit of trouble finding him until he moved a little bit. And I was looking out further where the first coyote had gone out, and lo and behold, it was, once I looked down and seen it move, got the camera on it, and
This segment of Coyote Culture is brought to you by Precision Reloading, your hunting and shooting outfitters.
I had a little bit of trouble finding him until he moved a little bit.
That's the key to it. Even seeing it on the screen is a little bit tricky to this coyote until it moves.
Yep. He's down.
I was looking 400 yards away. I should have been looking 100.
Yeah. When I first spotted her, she was coming right down through that little draw. It's just that little.
Right here?
Yeah.
Coming up this way.
Just boiling out of there.
So she come out of the thicket.
Oh, that down there by the thickets, yeah.
That's where that first coyote come out of, was down there in the thickets.
Really?
Right as you were setting up the camera, when he come out of there that way.
Yeah, and this dog also, it just came boiling up the hillside. That's what I was close. And then I couldn't find him in the camera, or her,
I heard you lip squeak and I turned at you all slow. I'm like,
oh, Dakota, right there, hillside. Whoop. Speaking of first coyote busting us, there he is. Woo! Woo! While we're sitting there visiting about where did this coyote come from, all of a sudden he's down below us, and another coyote comes running past us from over the hill. Probably 50 to 60 yards just past Dakota, and I'm looking in the camera, and all of a sudden I'm like, is that a coyote? And I was like, Dakota, coyote!
that's one of the advantages, I guess, to wind, maybe, is that, right?
It was insane.
We had started, I don't know, telling our story to each other about how this all transpired, and here comes a coyote from back behind us, running right past us.
Yep. Yeah, it was one of the
Maybe
things.
if we'd have sat there and been quiet a little longer, we might have had a little better luck. But
Yeah. Yeah, he was moving.
the wind blew my bullet to the right. I hit him to the back end.
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, that goes to tell you that they will come around and wind you. Sometimes patience is persistence.
Second one run off. I hit him too far back.
Uh-oh. Well, we got one. We know it's gonna die. We'll drive up there and look anyway, see if we can pick him up. Male or female?
Little male. He ain't a huge dog. He ain't a pup though.
No? All right.
Pretty good stand, scene 3.
Yeah. Good shooting, Dakota. There you go.
Two down, one got away. Kill zone.
Kill zone. Good job, Dakota.
One down.
This segment of Coyote Culture is brought to you by Reese Outdoors, when only the best will do. Custom predator calls made in the USA.
We made the setup on the big ridge where we seen the triple. We made a couple more dry sets after that, one or two, and this set here, we came in on a long flat bottom draw with some brush at the end of it. I laid down kind of next to a rock. Dakota's sitting up behind me with the camera, and
When I sat down, I decided to use my Reese hand calls. we packed the e-collar with us. I just don't think we used it.
It was set up.
Yeah, I think I howled, and then I decided to go with that rabbit on my hand call.
And we were on this set for a long time.
But I did a rabbit series for quite a while and nothing. And then I switched, and I think I grabbed an RSS4, and I did a different kind of sounding rabbit series for a while, and nothing. It was a long ways into it. And then I decided to try something. That was the first set I'd ever blowed that bird sound on a set. I'd messed around with it at home, but I'd never ever tried it before.
This segment of Coyote Culture is brought to you by Atlas Target Works. Steel targets that perform when it matters most.
You know, we've been at this set for going on 20 minutes, howled, and then he starts with this bird call, and when you started that, I turned around and looked back like, what in the heck call is that? I've never heard that one, you know. And I'm just amazed. And then I get, you know, kind of focused back down into the draw. And sure enough, this coyote just comes down the draw, and she just presents herself all the way in. Just like you want it to be.
Good shooting, Oren.
One. I was looking down that draw, right in that brush. I just hit the brush past that cedar tree.
Yeah.
You started blowing that, and that thing just blowed out of that brush.
Bird call with the RSS4, a Reese
Is that
call.
what that was?
Yeah.
I've never tried it. Let's mosey. There, bit onto his own hind leg. Huh. Front leg, I guess.
Good shot.
Thank you, man.
Stiffened him up and tipped him over backwards.
Female. Big old female. There's some South Dakota coyote for you.
Reese calls, RSS4, shooting a TS custom rifle, 243 on Swagger bipods.
Awesome
Perfect.
combination. Lane suppressor.
Knocked
Awesome
him down.
combination. Bet that coyote weighs 35 pounds.
She looked like she's a pretty big female.
You're watching Coyote Culture.
segment of Coyote Culture is brought to you by Swagger. Shoot with confidence. Shoot with Swagger, the bipod with moves.
The previous set to this, we had set up on some ground of mine that I own. We heard coyotes howl way off to the west, about a half mile out.
We actually talked about driving in there that day that we needed to get some of these educated coyotes out from last year.
Yep.
We did, and that's exactly the way this set played out, didn't it?
Yep. We moved to this hillside, sat down, and we couldn't get out to some of these areas last year. We'd educated some dogs, got them in, that 800 yards, spotted us, heard us, whatever the case may be. In this hunt, we got out to where we needed to be.
Straight in front of us, Oren. What? 12 o'clock, right in the bottom of the draw. Way out there.
Gotcha. Right out by the fence.
Yep.
Why don't you try that bird chirp once? Got his attention, that's about it. And this coyote just wouldn't move. This coyote was sitting there, no activity whatsoever for the longest time. We called at her for quite a while. Work on this coyote for, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Or 20.
Yeah.
It was a long
Yeah,
set.
it seemed forever, and it just would move. It'd move around a little bit right in its own little area, but it just wouldn't engage. Dakota, hard left. On top of the hill, to your hard left. Hard, keep going. Hard. Oh, yeah. That coyote in front of us is 500 yards. I would say that one's closer.
This other coyote, the one that was off to our left, it never moved the whole entire set. It stayed right there in a 10-foot circle for 15 minutes probably.
Yeah, he sat up there for quite some time, just content, and then laid down. Just, I guess you could say, watching the whole show. That dog's gone. And laid down. Now you're in the quasi. What do you do here? You've been working this dog, but you got this dog stand up here to the left. Pretty soon that dog that was way out to our west,
You bet. It's coming. Hit it again.
goes in behind a small ridge and disappears, and we wait and we wait and we call some more. She just disappeared.
Somewhere that coyote had to show up. We thought, right?
Had to.
We took a lot of time looking and waiting for this coyote
Yep.
to peek over a ridge at us again somewhere.
Yeah.
We never ever did ever see that
No.
coyote again.
Finally, we gave up. We were getting a little short on light and stuff, and we decided to make the move. It was simple enough for me just to turn the camera and get on the coyote. Dakota had to pick up and physically move, and we're on a pretty steep side hill. It was tough to get him in position.
It was tough to get over to make that shot.
Nice shot, Dakota.
He's low on the front foot.
Here he goes. Nope. You damn sure killed him that time, buddy. What'd you range him at?
400,
400.
398. There's one of these educated suckers out of here now,
Yep.
finally.
Exactly. Nice shooting, Dakota.
They sat here last winter when we couldn't get to them with
Yep.
all the snow and barked at it.
Yep. You're exactly right. Dakota just dialed him in and shot him.
Hit him twice.
Well, let's go get him.
Are we driving or are we walking?
Well, I figured he was walking. You shot him. Yeah, that beautiful sunset, though.
These drags are made by Derek Hunter. He braided them all himself for us. They're pretty handy little drags. It's the 5th of November. I think all the coyotes we shot today are probably good enough to skin.
Yep.
I got to give a whole bunch of credit to Swagger bipods on this one. You know,
Yes.
we were on an incline, probably about like this.
Yep.
And at one point, I tried to lay on my belly because it's just easier to shoot that far when you're laying on your belly. You're a lot more firm in your
Steady.
shot. I couldn't get that to work because the hill was too steep, and then I was back up on my rear end, and I got my bipods to set sideways like this at an angle. So I had one almost flat at a 90 this way sitting,
Yep.
and the other one down like this with them swaggers.
Yep.
And was able to get them steady enough and firm enough to
Take
make
the
a
shot.
400-yard shot.
Yep. Not just one,
Two.
two.
Them swaggers did their job on that set, without a doubt.
Well, we had good equipment. You had TS Customs rifle. You had Swagger bipods, typical lane suppressor. Dead coyote.
400-yard dead coyote.
Yep.
And is one of the smart ones. That coyote right there is probably one of the more coyotes that I'm proud of my
Yep.
whole life. You just love getting them
Yep.
smart, educated coyotes out of there. The ones that are messing up your sets for a whole dang winter before. Last winter we had about 40 inches of snow on the ground and we couldn't hardly get around in a Ranger, a pickup, or anything. Snowmobiles are basically too loud to go call in. So we did a lot of calling from about a mile away over there we could get into. While them coyotes would just stay right here. We educated a lot of these last winter. They would hang right up here on this line and there was a bunch of deer in these fields and them coyotes never left.
And while we're doing the interview, I'm looking through the camera and I zoom in, and down the draw about a half a mile back the other way, there's another coyote walking across the dam grade. Dakota, there's another coyote. Well, it was too late in the evening. It was getting pretty dark at that point, so he got to live another day.
You're watching Coyote Culture. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
That beautiful South Dakota sunset, folks.
This is what it's all about, everybody. Oren and I have been out here all day. From daylight this morning till dark right now.
Yep.
Enjoying beautiful South Dakota. Nice day, perfect for calling coyotes.
Geese are flying all day. Felt like fall.
I'm gonna go home and have supper with the family, and it's gonna be perfect. Perfect day.
Yep.
Can't get any better.
On the next episode of Coyote Culture, Lonnie and Seth head out on some new property.
We're set up in an area that we really don't know. We're not sure where the coyotes are hanging out.
Should go up there and shut them up. Get to that gate.
And Seth makes some fur fly.
Man, Seth puts the wall up on him.
That's next time on Coyote Culture.